Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're going to be going over the Under Armour Ridge Reaper Barren camo. The Under Armour does make a whitetail version of this camo. It's just got more green on it. Just like I said, it's just a different color, a lot more green to it. This has a lot more tan. For the places I hunt, it's a lot of brown, a lot of tan, a lot of light shades of green in the background. And if you watch one of the first videos in this channel, you'll see me wearing a jacket that I'll put on later, and it blends in perfect to that stuff. So this camo isn't your high-end, super high. Don't get me wrong, it's still a little pricey, but it's not your super high-end camo, but it's a lot better than stuff you get at Walmart and Academy. It keeps me extremely warm. I have nothing but good things to say about it. I would change some things in the design, and we'll go over that here in a little bit. But so we're gonna get started off. These are the Raider pants, and this is part of their early season kit. They have an early season, a mid-season, a late season, and an extreme season. And this is real breathable. It's real flexible. It's got a four-way stretch design to it. They also came out with this deal called a moto knee, and I believe they designed it after motocross. And what it does is whenever you take a step, it pulls from your knee to your hip rather than your knee to your ankle. So it doesn't allow your legs at the bottom of your pants to come up off your boot. So grass and all that stuff doesn't get in between your boot and your socks and make it all sorts of uncomfortable. And it works really well too. These pants have they have four pockets. They have two in the front on your thigh. One runs vertical, one runs horizontal. And they have two front pockets that are extremely deep, and they are lined with a fleece inline to them. The waist on these pants is semi-stretchy. It's got a little give to it. The one thing I would dock on these pants is that they don't have any back pockets. I wish it did, just for a little more storage. These pants are storm rated by Under Armour, so it's water resistant, not waterproof. If you sit out in the rain too long with these pants, you're gonna get soaked, but that's not what they're designed to do. It's supposed to be lightweight, early season stuff. These pants in colder weather, they get cold fast, so definitely put a base layer underneath it. I just wear an Under Armour base layer. I think it's their heavy, I forgot which one it is. But like I said, I just put a base layer underneath it when it starts getting cold, and you can make it a lot longer. Under Armour is also designed not to bulk up on clothing. It's supposed to be layered, and not supposed to have huge bulky things on. Kind of resembles the Sitka kind of stuff, the Sitka patterns. So in reference, before we go on, I'm about 6 foot and about 175. So that'll give you a reference to, and all these articles of clothing are larges. So that'll give you some reference to it. So next is their mid-season hoodie. And I've only found it in one place. It's extremely warm. It's not a super duty heavy hoodie, but it is heavier than most. It doesn't have a front pouch to it, which doesn't bother me all that much. But it comes with the moto, I guess you call it moto elbows, I don't know. So it keeps it from your cuff rising off your gloves and allowing stuff to get in there. So it also comes with a concealment mask that you can put over. Like I said, it's a concealment mask. It's not meant to keep you, it'll keep the wind off you a little bit, but I mean, you're supposed to breathe through it, so wind's gonna cut right through it. And like I said, it's for concealment. And the hood, the only thing I would say about the hood is that with the hat on, it's not bad. You can see out of your peripherals real well, but if you take the hat off, the sides creep up on you a little bit, and it blocks your vision just a little bit, not too terrible. But the hoodie's made out of a fleece material, so I don't think it's storm rated like the pants are, but it's extremely warm. And this is what I would be wearing calling or early bow season, bow hunting, all that stuff. And so next would be what I put on whenever the temperature starts to drop a little bit. So this is their mid-season jacket. I've only found this on Amazon. I haven't found it in any big retail stores like Cabela's or Bass Pro. It's also made out of the same fleece material that, it's not the same, but it's close to the hoodie. It also comes, I don't know if you can see it, but it comes with a real soft inside to it, and it's got two pockets on the inside. This is by far my favorite article of clothing that Under Armour makes. I'll wear this with boots and jeans if I'm filling up feeders or just kind of piddling around outside. It's extremely warm. If you'll watch one of the first video of this channel, you'll see this jacket and you'll see how well it blends in. It's got two outside pockets. deep pockets, full zip up. I'm kind of glad this thing doesn't have a hood, because I'm not that big of a fan of a hood on at all times. I'd rather wear a toboggan. But like I said, with a good base layer and this hoodie on and then this jacket, it keeps me really warm. I can get probably sub 40s in it. Now the pants, I don't know if I'm that tough to make it that far in, or that cold without a good base layer on. But again, this, like I said, this stuff, it keeps you extremely warm when you layer it up right. So next is what I put on when the temperature really starts to drop. All right, so these are their their pants. They are their extreme season windstopper pants. I like these a lot better than I like bibs. However, they do come with suspender straps. I like having them on, keeps the pants up a little bit whenever, because they are heavy, but they're still, you can still move around in them fairly decent. These are windstoppers, so I think they have some Goretex built into them. They do stop wind real well, and they fit real tight around your legs. They do give you a lot of room though in them. They have 2 halfway zip up zippers along with the buttons on the side, just like the pants do. They also, I believe, have two front pockets that are real deep, and they are fleece inlined. This stuff doesn't snag real easily. I haven't snagged it on anything yet, knock on wood. But again, it keeps me really, really warm. The only thing that I would say about them is, like, they do make it a little hard to move. Not so much as a bit by any means, but you lose a little mobility out of them. It's a little more weight on you, a little more insulation, but they keep you extremely warm. So next is what I put on whenever the weather gets, absolutely nasty. So this is their Gore Tex Pro. This thing's pretty much bulletproof. Keeps water out, keeps wind out like crazy. I love this jacket. You do pay a price for it though. It's Goretex. Got a bunch of pockets. Got 2 big front pockets right here, and then 2 big pockets that run right underneath it. It's got a side pocket, or a little chest pouch right here. It's fairly deep. And it's got another pocket on the inside right here, so if it's raining, you want to keep your phone dry, put it in there. The one downside to it, but it is again Goretex. Anything you kind of have with Goretex is going to be a little noisy. It's not noisy at all. It's just, compared to the fleece stuff, it's going to make a little more noise. It's insulated, and I don't know how much it is insulated, but I know it is insulated compared to their, I think it's their they have rain gear that's almost the same design, just not made out as heavy of a material or as durable as a material as the Gore-Tex Pro. And I've kind of been on the fence about getting the windstopper kit for the big jacket that they have, because where I hunt, it can get pretty dang cold and pretty windy. And then I've also been on the verge of getting the Gore-Tex pants to go along with this. I know I have both, and they'll make a whole lot of sense. But so like I said, whenever the weather gets real nasty, this is what I'll wear. And you get hot in this stuff if you're not moving around too much, or if you are moving around, you get real hot in this stuff. The hood on this jacket, I do like this hood. It does allow a little peripheral, and it has a little I don't know what you call it up here, but it sits nice over your head, and it has it tightens in the back as well around your hood. So if you want to get it tighter around your face, you can if you want. But I believe that's it. Like I said, I highly recommend this camo to anybody. This camo would get you pretty much anywhere in the state of Texas. You could hunt in it, and at least the most places. Now, if you go further east Texas, you might not want it that much. I don't know how green it is over there, but like I said, in the desert, you have a lot of tan background, a lot of brown in the background. This it's perfect. Breaks up your outline real well. But I believe that's it. And guys, I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and put in the comments what you want reviewed next.